Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome back to Let's Play Tropico 5. We're in the midst of building a pair of oil wells. We're pretty desperate for the money these will generate. Not to mention the fact we do need to start exporting oil. If we can get 5,000 barrels, we'll delay the invasion by 24 months. Now, I should point out, by the way, I turned off the voice sound in our last installment. I went in and turned it back on. I turned it off because the voices get on my nerves sometimes, the way they break in on me. But I realized it does kind of strip out one of the key pieces of atmosphere for the game. And I don't want to deprive viewers of being able to enjoy that. Alright, one thing I would like to do, I just clicked on the wrong thing. This is what I actually want. I want to go to the dry dock. I had a viewer make this suggestion to me, and I think it's a very good one. It's kind of expensive. Ideally, I should do both of these. Reinforced hulls would allow our trade ships to carry 50% more exports. And shipwright, each dock provides an extra trade route. I mean, that's just huge. But here's the problem. You know, I don't have 25 grand. I can just pour down that rabbit hole right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do reinforced hulls. I'll try to grab the other one later. Also, I don't really need that many more trade routes right now because there's so few in here. Like, I only have 2 routes that I'm even running because most of these either suck or it involves something I don't have. So, actually, that does remind me, gold is one of the options. And there is a gold mine somewhere that I haven't developed. Oh, is this up and running? Yes. Okay, so in that case, I should definitely pull a ship off of one of the routes I'm running. Okay, hold on. Let's come out here. Yeah, I don't really need 4 ships on that. So let's go to mining, gold, add ship. Okay. Do I have a bauxite route? Or rather, what I mean to say is, do I have a bauxite mine open? And I'm pretty sure that I do. Okay, it doesn't matter though, because I don't have 80 standing with the US, so I cannot take it. I'm already doing planks. I'm pretty sure I can't build a pharmaceutical plant at this moment. Yeah, I can't. So, well, for starters, it costs $24,000. I definitely would like to beef up my my financial situation, though. We're not doing very well. Oh, man, I'm 8 months away. I have no chance of doing this.
If I have learned anything.
No, I'm not going to take that question.
The Russians want to start formal diplomatic relations with you. However, they say something is hampering the dialogue between our great nations.
All right, so they want us to export 5,000 rum. And I'm more than happy to do it. Pretty sure there was no trade route for that. That would come under industry goods, right? Yeah. And there's nothing. So I do have a ship that I'm not using at the moment. So I think I'll just add it on to gold. And hopefully we won't have to do that for very long. Okay, so are my oil wells functioning yet? Not that one. And not that one. Wow, really? I'm at 0%. Okay. Well, I guess I've had it paused a lot. Boy, holy crap. We're 7 months away. Well, this could be a really short scenario. If I don't get some kind of extension. Oh, okay.
President, I have been holding delicate secret talks with our American friends in Big Oil. Oh yes, We do have friends there. Hard to believe, I know. Wonderful guys, generous, kind-hearted, willing to do anything for us.
Okay, well, thanks to the big-hearted oil men, if I just pay $5,000, we will delay the invasion by 24 months. Drop of oil price, free oil buildings. So, I mean, dropping the oil price kind of sucks, but let's be honest, I need 24 months. I'm going to pay the $5,000 out of my Swiss bank.
Presidente, I was secretly contacted by executives of Big Atom. They believe in Tropico and its people and want to do everything in their power to keep the peace.
Okay, so this is another one. I can pay them $5,000, delay the invasion. I get a free tech, which is awesome, but it does drop uranium pricing. I'm going to go ahead and do it, though. Okay. Yeah, it's just, as someone who's got oil wells and uranium mines, that's not as exciting as it could be. But we're just going to straight up lose the game if I don't push this out. So now we're almost 5 years away. And what that strongly suggests to me is that I don't really need to stress as much about this. And I probably just want to focus on building up my island, my economy and all that. Do we have any particular weak spots? Crime safety is actually really bad. Healthcare is really bad. Healthcare is actually our worst score. So I tell you what, let's do. Okay, hold on. Where does this road? I just realized I've got all this stuff over here, but I have very poor connections between what I've got over here and what I've got over here. So let me come across like that. Okay. The reason I'm doing that, I'm thinking about building a construction office somewhere like here. I'm going to do that before I build anything else because I get really tired of how long it takes me to build stuff. And I think this is a good way to help address that. Okay. And then I'm going to build a clinic. But the clinic should go a lot faster if I have a newly built office. And, these things, they build pretty quick. So, or at least they're cheap. I guess I don't know how quickly they'll build. Looks like we have some personnel issues over here. Haven't found any high school people yet. I'm going to hold off. I'm really, really low on money. So I don't want to invite foreign workers. There we go. At least we got somebody working this one. Probably just one person, I'm guessing. Yeah. Hopefully that'll, pick up pretty quick. If we get at least 2 or 3, we'll start producing a decent amount of oil. Looks like we have more quests.
President, have you ever thought about who your dearest friend is? The one who owes you most money. You don't really want anything bad to happen to them, right?
I'm not sure I'm going to accept that one. We don't necessarily need the time right now, and I don't really want to have to pay interest.
President, in times as dark and dire as these, we must turn to our most powerful friends. Our most powerful friend is the U.S. President. He can drink a whole keg of beer and still lift an ox.
Yeah, this one I'm going to take for sure. All right. Come on.
We tried to discover democracy, but it proved extreme.
All right. I'm not going to sit through that one because we've heard it before when we did the last island. So these are my options, or these are the 3 new constitutional options. Open society, high liberty, assassinate and banish are limited. Police discover special citizens, assassination and banish. Okay, I'm going to go open society. I don't really feel like I need plutocracy. I don't have the money to increase the budget at most of my buildings. So I think I'm just going to go planned economy so that when I hire a manager, it really helps that business. So this is another one. Like, I would like subsidized media, but I don't have a lot of money to pay a higher budget. And I'm actually fine with protests because they just give me quests. A lot of times those are really good quests. And then people will get more liberty happiness. So I'm fine with that. I want Immigrants Nation. Yeah, I'm fine with that one. You don't necessarily see. This was one, I actually think, let me do this, because I'm having a crime problem, and this could help get rid of that, just with the churches I already have. One thing I could do is something like conscription. No education. I think I'm going to do that. That way we're not soaking up high school educated people for soldier jobs that I think in this scenario won't be that important. Okay, so what do we want to do next? Did my construction office finish? Probably not, because I was on pause the whole time I was looking at that stuff.
Howdy, Presidente. I was wondering whether you were about to call me or defeat the U.S. Army all by yourself.
So he seems pretty jovial. This invasion story is deeper than you think. There are some U.S. generals which apparently want to start World War III. I cannot cancel the invasion by myself, but by God, I will give you a head start. So we can push it off 12 months. That's pretty sweet. And I'm kind of stuck until we get this. I mean, I guess not. I could just queue something up. So how are we doing as far as crime safety? It hasn't edged up yet, but I'm pretty sure it will. I'm going to make a clinic or a hospital my first priority. And let me come over here. It's going to cost me $14,000. Oy. This is $3,000. You know what? As much as I would really prefer to build a hospital, I am in fact going to do this. Now, just to make sure, yeah, I don't see the little driveway type of indicator. It looks like we can just plant that and be fine. Okay, we actually do have a decent amount of money for the moment, so it's kind of nice to see, frankly. You may consider goosing the clock a bit. I got to be careful because, you know, we do have kind of a ticking clock. But when you're sitting here just kind of waiting for stuff to finish, it definitely can get a bit tedious. All right, good. So my construction office is built. We've started hiring people, which is good news. And now hopefully, you know, that'll have an effect on how quickly this clinic gets built. Now my happiness definitely seems like it's falling a lot quicker than I would prefer here. So let me just take another look. Yeah, so my healthcare sucks. That's fine. That thing just got built. I have quite a few homeless and unemployed people, but entertainment is actually the worst rating I have after. Oh, let me do this. Oh, man. Research is so critical in this, and I just completely spaced on that. So that one mission, it said we were getting a free technology. I forget the name of the company. It was something like the Atom Corp. It looks like they gave us this key thing. So that's pretty huge. So we can go ahead. I think I'm just going to backfill some of these cheaper technologies. And let's try to build a entertainment site. Maybe something like a circus. We don't have one of these yet. I won't build that right across from the mansion. But we can put it near all those homes. I think that's fair. And hopefully, again, being relatively close to the construction office will help us just knock that out real quick. Okay. Not too much. I could queue up another building, but realistically, I need to let a little time pass and see what effect this has had. I do think what I would like to do, man, all that money evaporated really quickly. I don't think the circus cost that much, so I'm not sure where my 30 grand went. You know what I'm going to do? Before I record my next installment, I'm going to go through all these buildings and make sure that the budgets are on 3 for all of them. Looks like most everything is, but I just need to make sure there's no kind of holdouts. Although it's not. Oh, yeah. See, these are on 4, and I am so freaking tight on money. Okay, well, so we've picked up a bit of cash. Let's go ahead and pause it. I was thinking maybe we can try and... No, I'm actually not going to build homes right now. As much as possible, I want to focus on things that will make us more money. So even though we know that we're not going to make as much from uranium as we would have, let's go ahead and start building this uranium mine. I think that makes sense. And then this is also uranium, right? Yes. And I think I'm just going to do pretty much the same thing. We'll go ahead and build a road across. And then we will drop a mine. Boom. Okay. Those are cheap to build. They don't employ a ton of people, but they do employ people. I'm hoping that if we can, stimulate the economy enough, then we'll have more cash available to build things like homes for people. Let's see what quests we have.
I might have been just a touch off in my careful, calculated predictions.
Okay, so she wants us to build a historic inn. I'll do that.
Should I call the U.S. president again? Is it that bad?
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a big thing, so that's fine. Okay, and these are both quests I know about, and I don't want to accept them. So I think we're okay. Now, did I get a chance to lower the budget?
Remember that show where we wanted to execute whoever was responsible because of the things they said about you? Well, now we have a solution. Every show is to have an executive or a person we can execute if we don't like what is in the show. That way, everything will be much neater.
Okay, well, that was their kind of long-winded way of saying that they finished researching the executive's technology. I think we'll do sliced bread. I want to try to knock out some of these faster things. I have to do 3 more technologies before I can do the hostile atom. And we have to research the hostile atom in order for us to build the nuclear program, which is what this is all about. So we definitely, have a path in front of us before we're going to be able to do that. Okay, so let's take one last look at the...
It's a real pleasure to talk to a true friend in these awful times.
All right, so he says the U.S. generals are breathing down my neck and press me to issue an invasion order every 7 minutes. I'll institute filling out a mandatory customs declaration for every soldier enlisted for the invasion of Tropico, but that's about it. It'll buy you some time, and I pray to God it's enough. So that'll give us another 9 months on the clock. That's fine. I guess I'll go ahead and just call it here. We'll take a look when we come back at what things, if any, we need to move the needle on my approval rating or our economy. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.